So we have completed 7 shlokas. So in this stotram, Dakshinamurthy Stotram, Adi Shankaracharya unfolds the entire Vedantic teachings or the vision of the Upanishads in these few capsule verses. And what is that? Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi Mahavakyam is unfolded in these verses. So Tat refers to Jagat Karanam Brahma, the cause of the entire universe. And that Brahma, the cause of the universe, is equated to Tvam. Tvam the Jivatma, you and me. Yeah? Tat Tvam Asi. So equated, and we see how Shankaracharya beautifully takes a lot of examples from nature and from daily life. He says, look at, examine your sleep, everyday sleep. You know, are you not sanmatraha, pure existence in deep sleep? Then he takes the sun, the moon, the lamp in a perforated pot. So using all these analogies and metaphors, Adi Shankaracharya unfolds the vision, which is that you are the Nitya Vastu Atma Jyoti. You are the shining Atma Jyoti, which is lighting up this Anitya world, body, mind world. Anitya Vastus, you, the Atma Jyoti, are lending reality. So, Atma Bhati, Jagat Anubhati. No? Now, a common example which Shankaracharya also takes is that of the gold ornaments. Supposing we have, ornaments, bangles, chain, and earrings, but we can also have a wristwatch or a golden spoon. Yeah. Now, all these ornaments cannot exist without the cause, which is gold. Yeah. So, can we not say that each and every ornament or product is really the cause gold appearing in a different form? Yeah. So, the effect, the products are really the cause manifested. Yeah. So, one cannot have the ornaments without the underlying material. So too, the vision is the entire universe, visible universe, is supported by the invisible Karanam, Jagat Karanam, that is Brahma. Yeah? So one cannot have this Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam Jagat without the Adhishtanam, the cause, which is the Brahma. Yeah? So the cause alone is appearing as effect. And effect is another form of cause. Yeah? Now when I look at my ornaments, am I seeing only necklace or chain or earrings, or do I see gold also? Both, right? So both. So too, Shankaracharya wants us to understand that you see this universe, how many species are there? 84 lakhs have been estimated. 84 lakhs of species. Botanical species, chara, achara, moving, non-moving. Everything is supported by that one cause who is Ishwara. Yeah? So that Ishwara has manifested as this wondrous, diverse Jagat, including my body, mind, sense complex. And you take any Nama Rupa in the Jagat, a name and a form, it will have a unique function. Tree, table, my liver, anything you take in the Jagat comes with a unique function and a Nama Rupa. But what do we appreciate here is that this Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam, diverse Jagat, which is visible, which I experience, but it has for its cause Ishvara. And that is the nitya vastu that you really are. Tat tvam asi. Yeah? Now, who is going to tell me all this? Do I already know it? No. Dakshinamurthy appearing as the Guru, bodhayati. So the Guru unfolds the vision and tells the Shishya, the Mumukshu, Tat Tvam Asi. You are essentially the nature of Ishvara. So this is the only topic. Very short topic. No? Jiva, Ishvara, Aikya, Jnanam. The identity between the Jiva and Ishvara in essence. Yeah? Like each of the bangles and necklace and chains, they are all equally gold. But they differ in what? They differ in their pricing, in the workmanship, in the function. We won't put a bangle around the neck, So like that, the functions are varied and Namarupas are extremely diverse, The Swamiji would joke and say, suppose the bangle, had a voice, it would argue with the necklace and say, see, the lady wears the bangle on the hand. The bangle suffers because I'm washing vessels. But the necklace is displayed so beautifully. Everybody admires the necklace. So, if the ornaments had the Sukshma Shariram, but the necklace can tell the bangle, hey, you are also gold, I am also gold. So there is essentially no difference. We are equal, identical. Yeah? So this is the teaching. The Guru says that we see countless diversity in the Jagat, but each and every Namarupa is essentially the cause manifested as the Jiva. We are all Nirguna Brahma manifested, luckily, fortunately, as human beings. But the same Brahma has manifested as donkeys, mountains, plants, galaxies, stars. So this is the essence. So it is said that the Guru, often this analogy is taken, Guru is the GPS. How the GPS will give us directions in the car. So the Guru is steering the Jivas who are lost in the maze of the world and steering safely to the destination. And the destination is this Jnanam. Jiva, Ishvara, Aikya, Jnanam. Or in other words, Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam. So the Jiva who is struggling with the Bhavaroga, there are visible symptoms of disappointment, anger, anxiety, guilt, hurt, insecurities, conflicts. We just have to read chapter 1 Bhagavad Gita to know the symptoms of Bhavaroga. And the Guru is the Bhishaj or the Vaidya, doctor, who is going to administer the medicine. What is the Aushadam here? Shastra Jnanam. So if we are the patients, the Guru is the doctor and the Shastra Upadesha is the Aushadam, medicine. Yeah? So that was just a very quick recap of the general flow of the verses. Now, what did we see in verse 7? Yeah. In verse 7, Adi Shankaracharya takes the example of avastha. Avastha is a state of experience. Just as each one of us are experiencing daily the three avasthas, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, waking, dream and deep sleep states in varying proportions. Yeah, some may need more sleep, some may need less sleep, some are more awake, some are sleeping more. But these three cycles occur, avasthas occur daily. And what else? Balya Dishu Api. Also we see the Bala Avastha, Kaumara Avastha, Taruna Avastha, childhood, adolescence, youth, young adult, middle age, old age, super seniors. So the body undergoes the stages of Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Apakshyate, Vinashyate. Yeah? But in all these states, do I not say I was asleep I am awake now. I went to school. I was born on this date. So throughout the days, the years, the decades, the celebrations we had, the milestones in our life. I celebrated my 40th birthday grandly, then 50th, then Shashtyabdi, then Shatabhishekam. So throughout, who is it or what is it that is accompanying me throughout? I. And that we see in that second line, Vyavrittasu Anuvartamanam. Anuvartamana means that which persists, the invariable constant I. Aham iti antaspurantam sada. That which is constantly so evident. I am, I know. Yeah, this is me. So that is aham, and that is purantam, pulsating constantly. That's why they say, Krishna, Bhagavan says in the chapter 5, Gita, Atmaiva bandhuhu, Atmaiva rupuruhu. So that Atma is your constant, one who accompanies us throughout life. Why only life? Even beyond life. Atma is the nitya vastu, best friend, one who will never desert us because it is nitya vastu. So, vyavritta svanavartamanamahamityantas purantam sada. That continuous, invariable I persists or continues throughout the avasthas, stages of growth, and the cycles of waking, dream, and deep sleep state. Then Swatmanam Prakati Karoti. Swatmanam Prakati Karoti is Dakshinamurthy as my Guru reveals that Atma Nitya Vastu. Swa Atmanam Prakati Karoti. To whom? Bhajatam. To the devotees and the mumukshus like us who seek this knowledge, who have surrendered to the Guru and who want spiritual growth. Bhajatam. For them, Dakshinamurthy as my Guru, Swatmanam Prakati Karoti. And how does the Guru do that? Mudraya Bhadraya. Now, we saw there are several mudras in daily life. Namaste Mudra and super mudra. Yeah, and everything okay. The pilot will signal take off, all okay for takeoff. But Chin Mudra is Bhadra Mudra. Bhadra means auspicious. Yeah? And we have seen the meaning. If the three fingers, the little finger, ring finger, middle finger, stand for the three gunas, or Sthula Sukshma Karana Shariram, three bodies, or the three states, waking, dream, deep, sleep, then the Ahankara, this is the I, Jivatma. So when it is connected with the matter, then it is the struggling Jiva. But when the Jivatma bends, in Shraddha and humility and joins what? Angushta Purusha. Angushta is Atma, Parameshwara. So when the Jiva joins Parameshwara, then we have the circle of fullness. In fact, today is a very special Purnima, no? It is a blue moon again. So why Guru Purnima? Purnimas are celebrated in our culture, no? Because it denotes the complete conscious being, Atmavastu, lacking nothing. That is the circle represented by the Purnima. Yeah? So that is Chinmudraya, Chinmudram, which is Bhadram. Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Nama Idam Shri Dakshina Murtaye. This we already completed. Now we will look at the new verse number 8. Sunita can repeat after me.
Yes.
Vishwam pashyati karya karanataya.
Vishwam pashyati karya karanataya.
Svaswami sambandhataha.
Svaswami sambandhataha.
Vishwam pashyati karya karanataya. Svaswami sambandhataha.
विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव
शिष्याचार्यतया शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव
पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः
पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः
शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः
स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाय एष पुरुषो
स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाय एष पुरुषो
माया परिभ्रामितः
माया परिभ्रामितः
स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाय एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः
स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाय एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये.
Once again I'll do the whole thing. विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाय एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये. Sunita, can you also do it once, the whole thing?
Yes, ma'am. विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तदैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाय एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये.
Thank you. Okay, so now we are in verse 8. So generally, these are longer Sanskrit shlokas. Shardula Vikridata is the meter, not the Anishtup or Trishtup of Gita. So generally, when we see so many Sanskrit words, it looks very intimidating. So what we have to do, we have to pick up the verb first. So here we have Purushaha in the third line, Purushaha Pashyati in the first line. Okay? Yaha Eshaha Purushaha Pashyati, which means Purushaha or the person sees. Pashyati means sees. Now this Purushaha is not Tamil Purushan. In Tamil, Purushan is husband, and in Hindi, Purusha is Admi, male, but not here. In the Jnana Kanda, Purushaha refers to the indwelling Parameshwara in the body. So, Purushete iti Purushaha. Puri, this body is often described as a 9-gated city. So who is living in the gated city of the body? Purusha. And another meaning we always see, Pura iti sarvam or Purnat iti Purusha. Purnat means which is like the Purnima, full and complete, lacking nothing. That is that Atma Vastu Purusha. So Purusha Pashyati. Yeah? The person sees. No, in English we say person, and person doesn't mean male or female. See, the body has gender, and even the brain has gender. No, the scientists talk about a female brain and a male brain, how they differ. But Purusha, Atma is genderless and is bodiless, timeless, spaceless. So that Purusha we're talking about. Purusha Vishwam Pashyati, views the world. Vishwam is the world. So you got the basic sentence now. Purushaha, yaha eshaha Purushaha, Vishwam Pashyati. This person perceives the world. And how? Take the last word of the second line. Bhedataha. Bhedataha means, generally what do we do when we look around? We see the world with Bheda. No? Bheda is the Bheda Drishti. Dualistically. No? I divide the world into what? Based on color, on gender, on qualifications, community, creed, nationality, and so on. Endless. So I say, oh, she is so dark, she is so fair, he is rich, poor, young, old, Indian, Chinese, intelligent, foolish. So this is how one normally, Vishwam Pashyati, one perceives the world divided. And this is called Dvaitam. Yeah? And what is the jnanam that the Guru is giving us? Advaitam. Advaitam is non-dual vision of oneness. Yeah? Whereas Dvaita Buddhi or Bheda Buddhi is seeing only the differences. We already know our culture, the famous slogan, unity in diversity. Yeah? The oneness underlying the amazing differences. But now coming back to the sentence, Yaha Eshaha Purushaha Vishwam Pashyati Bhedataha. So this person, the Jiva, views the world of differences. Bhedataha. Now what kind of differences? Karya Karanataya Swaswami Sambandhataha Shishyacharya Tatha Eva Pitra Putra Dhyatmana. We'll do this one by one. Karya Karanataya. So when I look at the world, I see the universe as cause and effect. Cause and effect. Let's take our own body. Don't we say that this body is the effect of parents? And then the same body is the cause of my children. Right? So I see that wherever I see an effect, that has a cause. But that cause is an effect. And that effect is a cause. So we cannot come, we keep asking, why this, why that? This is because of that, that is because of this. So this is how we are perceiving the world as Karya Karana, cause and effect. No? To take a simple example, let's take the example of a flower. When the flower blooms, yeah. But then the plant tells the flower, you are blooming because of me. If the plant were not there, how can the flowers appear? Then, laughing at the plant, the earth says, I have nourished you with minerals. Because of the earth, only a plant can come. And then, laughing at the earth, the sun says, I energize the earth. So, Surya Devata says, no, I am your cause. If I were not there, how can there be prana in earth? And then Ishwara, supposing Ishwara talks, says, I have manifested you, the sun. And the sun gives energy to earth. Earth provides plants. Plant blooms as flowers. So the basic thing to understand here is, these are all cyclic phenomenon. We can only find immediate causes in this world. But what is the one ultimate cause? Ishvara. That is the message here. That Ishvara is the causeless cause. Ishvara, through his Maya Shakti, manifests the whole Jagat, and inside the Jagat we find Karya Karanam, Karya Karanam. Again, come back to the gold and ornaments. Ornaments is a product, Karyam, and gold is Karanam. Okay. Then again, you can melt the ornaments and they go back to gold. Then it becomes a cause of other products. Yeah. So it is futile to trace cause and effect in the world. Rather, what we should do, Guru says, you meditate, reflect on that ultimate cause, Ishvara. That is the cause of this entire world, which appears to have causes and effects, but they are all only cyclic phenomena, So that is this Karya Karana Bheda, cause and effect. Then we come to the next one, Swa Swami Sambandhataha. Then we also look at the world as owner-owned relationship. Swa means what I own. I say, my car, my table, my home, and my plants, my garden, my wealth, my bank accounts. So Swami is the owner and Swa is what is owned. So I look at the world as owner-owned relationships. Yeah. So then what is the problem here? The moment I say mine, this is mine and this is me, then there is bound to be attachments. And when they are taken away or gone, then I am suffering. Yeah. I'm describing now the general vision of the Jiva, not the Jnani's vision, of course. No. So now we know that from the Shastras that nothing really belongs to me. Yeah. So everything belongs to Ishvara. Like we saw that flower example, no? Ishvara provides the sun and the moon and the prana and everything. And then we take the credit. I did this, I did that. Yeah. So the truth is that we possess a few things, but I don't own anything. Yeah. So when I say my land, my property, remember Shankaracharya in Bhajagovindam has said, Kaste putraha, kate kanta kaste putraha. Whom are you calling yours? Everything belongs to Ishvara. Yeah? So that is the effect of Maya that makes me think that I have all these things, I own all these things, In one nimisham, they can be taken away also. So the Swami Sambandha is also a normal, the vision of a Jiva. Then we have Shishya Acharya. Yeah, this is what we are having now, right? There is a teacher and there are students. So what is the bond between them? Only knowledge. Yeah, if the teacher has any other expectations, then again there will be conflict. And if the student also expects something other than jnanam, then again there is samsara. So we relate to the world. In the world, we see a network of relationships. Owner-owned, cause-effect, teacher, students. Yeah? In fact, the role of the teacher is only one thing, and that is the student should be able to gain what he or she has gained from his teacher or her teacher. So, Shishya Acharya Taya. And the last one is, I think, important for all of us, Pitra-Putra relationship. So, in the world, we see parent-children, grandparents, grandchildren, husband, wife, siblings, all kind of relationships are there. Yeah? But again, can the parents say, these are my children, they are born because of me? No, in fact, the other way around, Shastra says, the children have chosen us, parents, to be born in this family. Chapter 6, Gita talks about it extensively. How the Jiva, after this life, will look for a suitable environment, the family where it can continue the Jiva Yatra. Yeah? So when the father or the parent says, oh, this is my son, my daughter, I want him or her to be like this, to do, then that is the beginning of conflict and disappointment and samsara. So generally, Pitra Putra. And there is one beautiful Subhashitam, Sanskrit Subhashitam, which says, Shodashe Varshe Prapte Putram Mitravat Acharit. So when your child is 16 years of age, Shodashe Varshe Prapte, then what? Mitravat Acharit. Treat him or her as your friend, not anymore as my son, my daughter. So definitely as parents, we want to give a loving, caring, nourishing environment. But there is a thin dividing line between love and attachment. Yeah? So, at one time in Anekati, we were all sitting with Puja Swamiji. And then one very nice 60-year-old mommy, one lady came and she did namaskara to Puja Swamiji. And she said, Swamiji, please bless my little one. In Tamil, in Koyandaya konja bless pannungu. Then Swamiji looks around, enga irukka Koyandaya pata, this 45-year-old son. So this Mami says, Idada in Koyanda Swamiji, my little one. And Swamiji looks up, tall man is standing there. Oh. So definitely children will be, even however old they are, they will be like Kanna, in Kanna and the Mari, they'll be our near and dear ones. But Shastra says that experience a tremendous freedom. The children come with their destiny, with their karmas. And so they move on. They do whatever they have to do. And you, of course, initially give them protection, shelter, nourishment, and then letting go. Yeah? So we see that these are generally how one would perceive the world, as cause and effect, as owner-owned, as teacher-students, or boss-employee, or as relationships, parent, children, and so on. So this is the Bheda Drishti, and which is natural because, Vyavahara, there is an appropriate Vyavahara between husband and wife and parent and child. It needs to continue. But then, how does the Jnani view the world? That is what we are coming to. Before that, Swapne Jagrati Va. Now, this Bheda Drishti happens in which states? Not in deep sleep. Deep sleep, I am blissfully asleep. We saw that earlier in verse 5. In deep sleep, there is no mother, no daughter, no boss, no employee, no teacher, no student. So we are Sanmatraha Eva, pure existence. So Swapne Jagrati Vaya Esha Purusho. So this Purusha, this person, views the world of differences only in two states, dream state and waking. No? So in dream, what happens? There's a dream world. There is dream hunger. There are dream parents, dream children, dream teacher. I once dreamt that I was doing a Zoom session in the dream. And the Zoom session was underwater. And we were all wearing masks. So dream, we know it's, on waking up, it appears very illogical. But while dreaming, it appears very real. So this Dvaita Buddhi, Bheda Buddhi is there in dream as well as waking state. But on waking up from the dream, it is negated, right? And then, it was just my mind projecting. So too, in the waking state, when the Guru awakens the Jiva, one wakes up from even this Dvaita Drishti and then perceives the one underlining Advaita Satyam, underline all the forms and manifestations. So again, the gold example, just as the one gold, one cause appears as infinite ornaments, infinite products, so too the one Nirguna Parabrahma has manifested as parents, children, plants, animals, house, property, earth, possibilities, everything is him or Dakshinamurthy alone. But why don't we understand that? Maya paribhramitaha, very important word. Mayaya paribhramitaha. So the jiva means the struggling, deluded, ignorant jiva is Mayaya paritaha bhramitaha. Pari means in every way, all round deluded, bhramitaha, by the Maya. And Maya here is avidya, self-ignorance. So when we were born, was I born with Atma Jnanam? No. Moment I am born, there will be horoscope and nakshatram and gotram and everything, stars will be noted and there will be a namakaranam, everything. So only later I come to the jnanam. What is my true identity? So Maya paribhramitaha, being ignorant of the true nature, nitya vastu atma, one perceives differences in the world and is ignorant of this basic fact. Now let us see, how does the jnani view the world? So the jnani who has gained atma jnanam has atma drishti. Obviously, the jnani will also see a male coming or a female coming, a child or an older person. Older persons, Puja Swamiji would always offer a seat. Illama, chair lo ukkanduko. So there is a relating there. And then little children will sit on the floor in Swamiji's kutia. So the differences are all perceived, young, old, all these, even VIPs, Swamiji VIPs, Swamiji will take him inside. Because VIP, So there will be a relating even by the jnani, but there will be Atma Drishti. Yeah? There will be that Sukshma vision of the oneness, the same divinity in all the forms. So that understanding is so clear to the jnani that the Nirguna Parabrahma Ishvara alone has manifested as the countless Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam Jagat, and hence Namaha. So that is the jnani's view. In this Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, I read about how the great Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he in Sharada Devi, his wife, he saw only Devi. He saw Mahakali, and whenever he would sit for satsangas, he would just lose himself in that dhyanam on Ishwara. So when they would have the satsangs, many people would come, children, householders, sannyasis, and one day even a prostitute came and sat there in the satsanga. Yeah. So then Ramakrishna is in, supreme bliss on Kali. Then later on, but others objecting, how can this lady come and sit with us? So this is not proper. It is such a sacred ashrama here, Belur Mutt. How can she come? So when this objection reached Sri Ramakrishna's ears, then he said, oh, I did not even notice. I don't notice who comes and who goes. For me, everything is just pure Atma. So that is the Atma Drishti, that they don't see the profession, whatever is the background, profession, age, color of the skin, all these differences melted away in that Sukshma Atma Drishti. That is the great Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Then another example comes to my mind of a jnani, which is in our own times, Puja Swami Dayananda. Swamiji has held, many public talks, especially in Chennai and Mumbai, in those big auditoriums. So the auditoriums will be all packed with people. Yeah. And Swamiji will sit and there will be a topic for the day. Topic like you are the problem, you are the solution, or a topic like how can I convert adversity into opportunity, something connected with the Shastras, So wherever Swamiji was invited, it would be, audience would be, jam-packed and sitting. But when Swamiji will be escorted to the stage and then garlanded and introduced and all that, there will be a 2 or 3 minute silence. Swamiji would not start speaking. And all the organizers, we all would be puzzled, And sometimes we'll be in a Marandupetara Swamiji topic. So somebody will think, oh, did Swamiji forget the topic of the day? Why is there hesitation? But then after 2-3 minutes, Puja Swamiji will talk as though Swamiji can forget. He will talk on the topic and continue, and the whole 1 hour or 2 hours over. Then one day after the talk, when we all sit with Swamiji, then one person asked, Swamiji, this is a little puzzling, and that you don't speak right away. There's a big silence and you just look around and not do anything. What is the reason? Then Swamiji said, when I look around, why I'm silent? Because I don't see any reason to teach. Because I don't see any problem. So that was Swamiji's answer. I don't see any problem. Which means, Swamiji, we are struggling as jivas. The mind that is causing the struggle. But for jnanis like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Puja Swamiji, Ramana Maharishi, they see the world perfect. Atma Drishti. Everyone is Atma. So what's the problem? But then, of course, they come down to our level and then they assume the problem. It's just said that the Guru assumes the problem and then solves it. This is, oh, Sarima, kavala pada, don't worry, I will take care. But really, ultimately, if we have the Atma Drishti, there is no problem. And if there is no problem, there is no need for solution. So that was the explanation for the mysterious silence of Puja Swamiji. Yeah? So this is the profound verse number 8. Yaha eshaha purushaha vishwam pashyati bhedataha. So the normal worldly person will see relationships, cause and effect, student-teacher, parent-child, all differently. And then if one has the sense of me and mine, then there will be bound to be conflicts and emotional entanglement. But if by Atma Drishti, one, despite the differences, one sees the oneness, the Atma Nitya Vastu, just like the gold, underlining all the ornaments, then there is a tremendous freedom inside. We as parents, we are free, and the children do what they have to do, and I take care of my own spiritual growth. That's wonderful. So that is the shloka. We'll do one more, or at least I will introduce the next one. This is verse number 9. Sunita can repeat. Bhuram bhasyanado nilom paramahar.
Bhuram bhasyana nilombara
Natho himamshu puman.
Nadho himamshu puman.
Bhuram bhasyanalo nilombaramahar. Natho himamshu puman.
Bhuram bhasyana nilombara nadho himamshu puman.
Itya bhati characharatmakamidam.
Itya bhati characharatmakamidam.
Yasyaiva murtyashtakam.
Yasyaiva murtyashtakam.
Itya bhati characharatmakamidam. Yasyaiva murtyashtakam.
Itya bhati characharatmakamidam. Yasyaiva murtyashtakam.
Nanyat kinchana vidyate.
Nanyat kinchana vidyate.
Vimrishatam.
Vimrishatam.
Nanyat kinchana vidyate vimrishatam.
नान्यत् किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशताम्
स्मात् परस्माद् विभोः
यस्मात् परस्माद् विभोः
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये
Again, भूरम्भास्य नलो निलोम्बरमहर्नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान्
भूरम्भास्य नलो निलोम्बरमहर्नादो हिमांशुः पुमान्
इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम्
इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम्
नान्यत् किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्माद् विभोः
नान्यत् किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्माद् विभोः
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये
Thank you. So, now we have seen earlier that because of Maya, Avidya, ignorance, I get entangled in the products, the Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam Jagat. So I'm getting entangled and chasing Anitya Vastus and not knowing my Nitya Atma Jyoti nature. Why is this happening? Maya Paribhramitaha. Maya. So the effect of Maya in the form of ignorance is pulling me out and binding me with mine. This is me. This is mine. This reminds me of, we all grew up with a lot of beautiful songs from Bollywood. And one song, my favorite, is this one. Musafir hu yaro, na ghar hai na ठिकाना, मुझे चलते जाना है, बस चलते जाना. So some beautiful songs, have that reality expressed so beautifully in them. What is it that I can call my own? I am homeless, timeless, spaceless, supreme reality. Yeah. But under the spell of Maya, I connect and my mind projects, this is mine, this is what has to be done, my son should fulfill my ambition, and samsara starts. So what is the way out? This verse 9 shows a sadhana to how to come out of the spell of Maya. Yeah? And what is that? That is to worship or perceive the world as an eightfold manifestation of Ishwara. Yeah? So Ishwara or Dakshinamurthy has an eightfold symbolism. We will do the symbolism also next week. You see the picture behind me also. You can see the 8 elements. Now what are they? We are going to see now. The first line. Bhuhu, earth. Ambhas, water. Analaha, fire. Anilaha, vayu. Ambara, space. Ahar Natho, the Lord of Ahar, day, which is the sun. And Himamshuhu, moon. We'll stop there temporarily. So, Bhuhu, Ambhas, Analaha, Anilaha, Ambara. What are these? These are the 5 Panchamahabhutas. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. Sanskritam, we have so many names for fire, Agni, Analaha, Krishnavartman. So you can coin new terms also. So rich is the language. So Bhuhu is Prithvi, earth. Ambhas is waters, Jalam. Analaha, alam na vidyate iti analaha. One which will not say enough is analaha, fire. Anilaha, na nilayati. Na nilayati means that which does not stay in one place, is the wind, vayu. Ambara. See, ambara is generally cloth, no? Cloth. Pitambara, we say. The one who wears yellow clothes is whom? Our dear Krishna. So, ambara is, how can ambara be space? Because space is the cloth or the sari for Mother Earth. So, that is why ambara. So, ambara in a metaphorical sense, it is the space which is covering the earth. Yeah? So, Bhuhu, Ambas, Anilaha, Anilaha, Ambara are the 5 Panchamahabhutas, and we have this Panchasthalams, no? 4 in Tamil Nadu and 1 in Kalahasti, where we have Shivalingams and we worship each one of them. Kanchipuram is Bhuhu, Shivalingam. So, the way to get the Atma Drishti, here one meditation or upasana is prescribed, which is look at the world in an 8-fold way. There are 8-fold manifestation of Ishvara. The Pancha Mahabhutas and then Aharnathaha. Who is the Aharnathaha? The Natha of Ahar, day. Who causes the day? The sun. So the sun is the 6th element. So worship the sun, no? Which is Pratyaksha Devata. And Himam Shuhu. Him means cool. Him actually means snow. And Amshu is the moon, the part. So Himamshu as very cooling. That is the moon. So the Bhuhu, Ambas, Anilaha, Ambar, Aharnathaha, Himamshuhu. 5 plus 2. 5 Panchamahabhutas, sun and moon. Then who is the 8th one? Puman. And what does Puman mean? The person, the jiva. The conscious being, the Atma, is the 8th one. Iti abhati chara charatmakamidam yasya eva murtyashtakam. So the Ishvara can be meditated upon in an 8-fold way. Ashtamurti Brit. Yeah? So we see 5 elements in the world and in my own body. You know, body temperature and the digestive fire is what? Agni. Then the minerals, carbon and calcium. We are taking supplements every day. That is earth. Yeah. Then wind, Anilaha, wind is there. Definitely as the pranavayu. And then Akasha is there also in my body. And there is waters manifest as blood, urine, all these secretions. So we find that the Pancha Mahabhutas, whether in the external world or in my own body, are there. Yeah. Then we see the sun, Aharnathaha, sun, and the moon, Himamshuhu. And Puman is the conscious being, the sentient being, the indweller of this body. So how many now? 5 plus 2 plus 1, 8. So in the second line, we see that this universe is Murtyashtakam. The whole world, or you take just the body, it is Ashtakam. Yeah? And so the universe has Chara, Achara, and the whole thing, when we meditate on Ishvara as this whole universe manifest as the 8-fold way, then the mind expands, and then there is the jnanam. There is the jnanam, and the bheda drishti and the dvaita drishti is replaced by atma drishti. That is the one causeless cause Ishvara has manifested as the countless products and karyani in the world, including my body, mind, sense complex. Yeah? So this verse we'll take up, of course, next time again. And I will show you how in the very image, the form of Dakshinamurthy, there also we find these 8 elements. Sun and moon, I'm sure you can see on the head. Yeah. And Jalam is Gangaji from Shiva's head. and I'll do the rest of the elements next time. So that is the jnani's view. Yeah, when he opens his eyes, he sees, compositions of 5 elements: the sun and the moon and the conscious being. Conscious being is that Atma Jyoti. So when we also, by the grace of the Guru and the Shastra Upadesha, when we begin to see the world as 8-fold manifestation, then slowly the Maya will lose its grip on me, and then I can say that nothing belongs to me. Yeah, I am the Nitya Vastu. I possess a few things. Vyavahara will continue. What comes, agate swagatam. What goes, na nivaraye. I will not attempt to cling. I will not attempt to grab and hold on and want it to prolong, because everything belongs to Ishvara. This is something like these transit lounge. When I once went to Germany, in fact, all the flights from India to Germany, I've always stopped at Dubai. So where you change flights. So there is a transit lounge. So you spend a few hours there, 2-3 hours, free Wi-Fi. You can help yourself to beverages and chit chat, and then do some window shopping. All this we can do in the transit lounge. But then there's an announcement and we move on, right? We don't remain in the transit lounge forever. So the Jiva Yatra, or this body, is compared to as a transit lounge where I have experiences and Vyavahara, but all this Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam Jagat and the experiences have to show me that behind the visible universe, there is the permanent Nitya Vastu, and that is me, I, Atma Jyoti. So we will stop here for now and continue next time. I'll just conclude with the mantras. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat.